Guide me among those whom thou hast guided thee right, and preserve me among those whom thou hast preserved, and befriend me among those whom thou hast befriended. Bless me in whatsoever thou dost grant me, and deliver me from the evil of what thou hast judged. Surely thou judgest, and none can judge against thee, and he whom thou befriendest is not disgraced. Blessed art thou, O Lord, and exalted be thee above what they set up besides thee. I bear witness, nothing deserves to be served besides thee, and I bear witness that Muhammad is thy servant and apostle. Amen.
You belong to yourself. You're an independent people, created from the nation of free people. Yes, sir. You don't need to go nowhere but to yourself. Yes, sir. There will be a great separation. Yes, sir. So I said, it is on now.
The college is meant to prepare you for your future. That the time dictates that if we don't do something for ourselves as a people, we will be destroyed. And the aim of the enemy right now is to take us out.
We have God with us. We have Him as our guide. Yes, sir. We don't have to stand around here and ask the question, what must be done? Yes, sir. Get up and let's go and do something. Yes, sir. We cannot sit down. We cannot lay down. Yes, sir. We must get up. Yes, sir. And go to work.
Do you know what real joy is in life? Visioning something and bringing it into reality. That's real joy. Do you know what the next step in joy is? Behold how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell in unity.
Tonight, you need to fasten your seatbelts. We're going to hear from some of the greatest minds in the world. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of trusting our future and the future of our children into the hands of those who don't love us. I believe we need to revitalize black leadership.
Assalamu alaikum. Peace be unto you. Welcome to the Mo Today series on Black Muslim businesses. I'm your host, Sajida Wendy Muhammad, and I am so excited tonight. I have been a little emotional these last three shows. I don't know if you all noticed it or not, but these last three, especially these last two, these are my babies. We were just talking, and I spent 7 years teaching MGT and GCC orientation here at Mosque Number 2 in Chicago. And these are some of my babies. And I don't care how old they get, they're going to always be, that Mariah Carey song, Always Be My Baby. Yep, that's it. So we're going to welcome Sister Kacia Muhammad. Sister Kacia is a wealth of knowledge, not only about skincare, which is what she's bringing to us today, but about our nation and about how our livelihoods are wrapped up in our spirituality. She's been the first officer of the Nation of Islam. She's served in so many important roles. Tonight, we're going to primarily focus on her business, her skincare business. And I was especially excited to welcome her because as a former Massage Envy franchisee owner, skincare is huge to me. And we just went over some of the products. She's got some things she's going to show us just to really educate us. And we're going to talk about how important it is. So let me bring my sister in. Wait, first, let me see who we got in the chat. Give y'all time to get in here. We got Raya M Love 1. Welcome. Walaikum salam. We got Supreme Purpose. Yes, ma'am. Sister Alita is in the building. Peace and blessings. Sister Sandra D. I see you here. Supreme Purpose said it's a call going on. Look at Sister Ilyasa says she's excited. Flood is here. Mom is here. All right, y'all. I see y'all in the chat. Keep it up. And if you have questions, we will definitely take them. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Kacia.
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Wendy.
So virtual excited. Hug to you, sis.
Thank you. Greetings.
Greetings. That's right. Yes. Man, Sister Kacia, it's so good to see you. And I just want to first say to you how proud I am of you. And I feel like I can say that. I have the right to say it. I saw you from day one. And I'm so blessed and so honored to have met you at that time and just been on the sidelines, seeing your journey and seeing your family grow up and out.
Yes, ma'am.
So, for those who don't know, I was Sister Kacia Muhammad, as well as Sister Mariam last week. I was their MGT and GCC orientation teacher. So, Kacia, why don't you tell people what that is? Because they're like, what are they talking about?
Yes, ma'am. So, in the MGT class, when you after you go and you shake the hand of the student minister on Sunday, you're invited to the MGT class on Saturday, and that is our all women's class. And once I joined and started my processing, it's the part where you learn about being a woman or a girl in the Nation of Islam, the role of the woman. We learn the tenets of the faith. We learn about the program of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad in that class. And I was so blessed to have Sister Wendy as my instructor all the way back in 1994. I was pregnant with my second child, and she was my instructor. And it's okay if I tell this story?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm so excited. So, Sister Wendy, I was actually in college at the time, newly married. And I was in Macomb, Illinois, and we would come up once a month to class, to orientation class to learn. And so by me being not here every week, Sister Wendy was so very attentive to me because not only was I pregnant, but processing at school. She checked on me all the time to see how I was doing. And when I came to class, she made sure to mention that I was present and to make me feel very wanted at the time, because I wasn't there in the mix with everybody else, but I was kind of remote. But she made a special effort to do that. So it was very important in my journey as becoming MGT and GCC in the Nation of Islam.
Well, you all bless me. Just your presence here today blesses me, and I'm so honored to come and see you all these years later, still here, soldiering for Muhammad.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Sister Kacia, when I saw your TikTok about your new skincare business, it not only because of our relationship, but I had a special interest in it, in having been heavy into skincare myself. And so I couldn't wait to talk to you, because people always ask me questions about skincare and all of that stuff. And I said, I'm going to open a place soon. And when I saw you, I was like, oh yeah, I got something for my sister to do. Let's start promoting and pushing this. So talk about how long you've been into skincare and as an esthetician.
So my skincare journey, it really began in 1994. I was introduced to skincare while I was in college, and I signed up. It's sort of like Mary Kay or Avon, but the company was called Alouette, and Alouette would host parties, and I would do skincare, teach people about skincare, introduce them to products and regimens, the importance of cleansing and toning and moisturizing. That was all the way back in 1994. And then, I started having children, started working.
You start life.
I started life and working. And during that, as time, I kind of pulled back away from so much my skincare. I mean, I still took care of my own skin, but, I've never stopped buying and learning about, skincare. But my youngest child, she turned 19 years old. This was in 2021. And I said,
oh, she's 18?
She's 20. My baby is 20 years old. All praises due to Allah. And when we got 19, 20, I said, Kacia, you don't have any babies anymore. What do you want to do? And one day I was thinking and praying and just thinking. I remember sitting on my bed and thinking, and it came to my ear, Facials by Kacia. And I think I'm sharing with you how in 1994, I had some cards made, and on the cards it said Facials by Kacia. And Sister Charlene was the National MGT captain at the time. And I was talking to her one day after class, and she said, I know you're Facials by Kacia. And I said, yes. And I'm telling you, Sister Wendy, I heard her voice as clear as day that day saying Facials by Kacia. And I immediately got up, went to my computer, and started researching schools that offered skincare classes so that I can actually become a certified and licensed esthetician, which by the grace of Allah, I was able to accomplish that last year. So I've been doing.
Supreme Purpose just said to you.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Look what Supreme Purpose just said to you.
I remember her praying. Yes, when I was pregnant with Sajda, I was big.
Isn't that interesting that your daughter is Sajda?
Yes.
And then that's what the minister named me?
He actually named my daughter also.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm so blessed. I was so blessed. We waited for the name, and I remember being in the hospital, and they just, what is the name? What is the baby? I said, well, I have to wait for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan to give me the name. And the lady, one of the nurses who kept coming to check with me, she was a Muslim, not from the nation, but from another community. And when I said that to her, she says, well, we're going to wait on the minister. We're gonna. And he blessed me with the name Sajda. He said her name is pronounced Sajida.
So he said Sajida. So one day I called him and he said, who is this? And I said, this is Sister Sajda. He said, I don't know no Sajda. It's Sajda.
See?
So he didn't give me Sajda. He gave me Sajda.
He said, I put an emphasis on the J.
Yeah.
I brought him to meet her, and I said, Brother Minister, I said, this is Sajda. He said, what is her name?
Yeah.
I said, whatever you say it is, sir. And he said it's sajda. Sajda.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's interesting how he enunciated differently. I think with mine, he put more emphasis on the sajda.
Yeah, sajda.
And soften the JD. So interesting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about skincare because a lot of people just think, let me just wash my face. And I was talking to somebody, Sister Aletha and I were talking about this, just the difference in different levels of products and services. And some will just give you a clean face, but sometimes you need some additional treatments and things like that. Talk about how important taking your skincare beyond just washing your face is.
Yeah, so yeah, it's very important. So usually when I get a new client and I talk to them, I say, so tell me about your skincare regimen. What do you do every day? I just use some soap and then I put some lotion on my face. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, start there. We're going to start with the cleansing process. And so it's just so important. And I don't know about you, but I'm one of those who encourage the line because I feel like products are formulated to work together in a particular line. So cleansing, using a cleanser that is formulated for your skin type is very important. Sometimes I've had clients that come in and they're like, I keep getting these breakouts and these bumps and I don't understand why. Well, what kind of cleanser do you use? Well, I use something with oil in it. Well, that's why your face is breaking out, because you're using a cleanser that's formulated for dry skin to put oil in when you have acneic skin, which means you have an overproduction of oil. So you may need to use something to control your oil production. So it's very important that you know your skin and that you have products that are formulated for your skin type. Toner is very important. And I'm going to tell you, I underestimated the power of toner until I went to school. And when I went to school, I learned that toner actually balances skin's pH. And when the skin's pH is balanced, it's in a healthier state. So it's more ready to accept whatever other products that you're going to be using. It helps them to be more effective. So toning, just the basic cleansing, toning, and then having the proper moisturizer, for your skin type. You don't want to use an oil-based moisturizer if you have oily skin. You don't want to use something with tea tree oil in it if you have dry skin, because that's for acneic or oily skin. Makes sense? So it's so important. And if you don't know how to if you don't know what products to use, that's where we come in place. And that's where we come in. You come and you see an esthetician. And what I do is I consult. I'll do a consultation first. I look at there's people's skin under the light with the mag lamp and give recommendations and set regimens for people. But it's just so important for you to know your skin type and have products formulated for you so that you get the best results and have the most healthy and radiant looking skin.
And some things, Kacia, like toner is important because a lot of people think they can skip the toner, or they buy the line and they say, oh, I don't need the toner. But like you said, the line together is what's important. But then there's people who don't know about exfoliation and how important exfoliation is. Can you talk about that?
Yes, ma'am. So when you exfoliate the skin, and there's different types of exfoliation, right? And again, you have to know your skin to be able to know what type of exfoliation works well for you, right? So you have exfoliation where there's the crystals, where there's little beads in there. So you have they go all the way to the apricot cleansers, to one that I really, really like and use on my own skin, which I'm not trying to give no plugs or anything, but I do use Dermalogica because I love their products. Okay, the Dermalogica, where it's a daily, it's called daily microfoliant, where that exfoliator is light enough that you can use it every day. And what exfoliation does is it exfoliates, it sloughs off the top layer of our skin. It gets in there. because the outside layer is the one that takes the beating. That's the one that gets the UV rays, it gets the environmental stresses, everything that goes on the inside of the body shows up on the outside on that top layer. It's the protection. The skin is the largest organ of the body, and it protects all of the organs of the body, right? So it takes the beating. So it can become dull. It can shows the dryness, flaky. So when you exfoliate, you're taking off that top layer and you're giving your skin an opportunity to breathe, and also to the more healthier, radiant layers of the skin. So it's very important to exfoliate. Not to over exfoliating is important, and the kind of exfoliator that you use is very important. And there's different kinds. Like you can do a chemical exfoliant. You can do the beads on a daily basis. You can use the brush. You know, the brush will exfoliate.
I like the brush.
What'd you say?
I like the brush.
You like the brush?
Yeah, I like the brush.
Yeah, and the brush is a form of exfoliation, but just make sure that when you use them according to your skin's need, because some people can do it twice a week. Some people can do it 3 times a week. I don't advise anybody, unless it's like that one that's formulated for daily use, that you exfoliate every day, because that is to make your skin sensitive to light, sensitive to the sun, dry it out, all of those.
And I'm one of these persons, I treat the skin on my body just like I do my face. So I'm exfoliating, I'm moisturizing it, I'm making sure, and it's different. Obviously, it's not going to be the same as the skin on my face, but that's important as well.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. It's all skin. I remember when I was in school and my teacher, we had to, all the treatment that you do on yourself or on someone else. And we were going into the chemical peels. And she said, okay, your first chemical peel you're going to do on your hand. And they taught us about the importance of wearing sunscreen when you do a chemical exfoliation, chemical peel, because you become very sensitive to light. So I went, I did the chemical peel on my hand, did my elbows. You can do your knees, a chemical peel. Why? Because it gets dark in those areas and you want to make it smooth. Chemical peels, exfoliation helps with texture, smoothing out the texture of your skin, brightening if you have darkness on your skin. So, honey, I did my elbows, my knees, my hands. Like all of it gonna be smooth. I'm gonna look like the people on TV.
That's right. Okay, now Kacia, you brought some props for us. Can you talk about? Hopefully we can fit it all in the screen. I won't go off because I want to ask you about some of the things that you brought. Let's start with that mask that's sitting up there, probably scaring everybody.
I know, right? It's what's his name? Halloween, right? So
he has a name?
No. Remember that Halloween and he had the white.
Oh, yes.
That's what I thought of when I first saw it. I can't use it on myself, but I use it on my clients. So this right here is called an LED treatment, LED light. And when my clients use this light, you just put it on the face and the light comes on. Let's see if it'll come on for me so you can see the mask. And I don't know if you can see it. You see that? See it turn red?
That's it, yes.
And you get different colors of light. And each color that you use addresses a different skincare concern. So for example, the red light. The red light is for anti-aging. It's for cell turnover. It also is pain. So one time my husband had a headache. He had a migraine. He said, oh, it feels, and I had just gotten this. I said, well, they said the red light helps with pain management. So let's put this on your head. And you wear it with goggles. I put it on his head. Pain went away after a while. But light therapy, sort of like the sun, you can combine it with serums to penetrate deeper into the skin. So if you have a client with acne, I would use the blue light. And the blue light is going to work with the product that I put on your face to help penetrate deeper. That light is going to bring it deeper into the skin. Make sense? So that's what the treatment is. This is one of the treatments that I offer at my salon.
Okay.
And this, you want me to talk about the machine overall? Am I out of the?
Yes, let's talk about the machine. I love that machine you got.
So this is the hydrofacial machine. The hydrofacial machine uses oxygen and water to be able to not only address skin concerns, but to add moisture and hydration into the skin. When you hydrate the skin, you plump it up. You plump it up. So like a raisin, right? A raisin is a dried, I think it's a date or
fruit.
Some fruit. It's a dried up
a dry grape.
A dry grape. So that means all the moisture has been depleted from that fruit, and it dries up and it's all wrinkly. But if you hydrate it, it plumps up like the skin. It'll plump up and looks more young and more healthy. So the hydrofacial machine adds oxygen as well as hydration to the skin. I'm sorry. And it has attachments. It has different attachments. So one of the attachments that we have is called the hydrodermabrasion, and this is what the tool that we use to put the serum into the skin, open it up, and you also can use this for extractions, because while it's also open, separating the parts of the skin to put hydration, it's also suctioning out. It's suctioning, right? So as you suction out, I'm pulling out blackheads. You see what I'm saying? And it's extractions at the same time. Wonderful piece of equipment. And then you have what's called a skin scrubber. And the skin scrubber also does extractions. You know, they have skin scrubbers individually that you can use to kind of go over the skin and
get that layer.
Get that layer off. This does. It vibrates and it warms up. So as you're going in, it's vibrating. Microcirculation. Time you cause microcirculation, you bring blood flow into that area, which blood brings with it collagen and elastin. Collagen and younger, elastin gives it its elasticity.
Yeah. It's nothing like the feeling on your face after these treatments. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Okay, right here I have what's called the ultrasound. So similar to the LED treatment, I would use an ultrasound gel to actually, I would put whatever serum I want on your skin. So if you have acne or if you have hyperpigmentation is dark spot on the skin. Some people get it on the sides here. That's called melasma. And you may want a brightening serum, you know, acne scars, you know, that are left behind. So I would put your serum on, put on the ultrasound gel, and use this ultrasound all over your face to help the product to penetrate deeper into the layers of skin for a more effective treatment. Then we have, and honey, this right here, this is one of my favorite pieces of the machine. This right here, we call this the non-surgical facelift. So it uses radio. You know this? You use it. So have you heard of the machine? You put it on your stomach and it's supposed to contract muscles. And you got thing here that's contracting the muscles. They say that's 100 sit-ups. Well, then here, as you're going across your face, it's contracting the muscles in your face. So as those muscles contract, they're lifting. They're lifting. So you strategically place it on the skin in certain places and move it across so that
especially like right up in here, and then
right up in here. Yes. And right along the jawline, on the forehead, between the eyes. You want to lift. You want to lift under here. You want to lift, right? So I love this part. I'm
coming to get that.
You got it. And then we have what's called a cold hammer. And a cold hammer soothes the skin, calms it. Sometimes after you get extractions, I have what's called a deep pore cleansing facial. And when people get the deep pore cleansing facial, sometimes those extractions can make your skin red or irritated.
Kind of inflamed.
Yeah, inflamed. I tell people all the time. I had one who was getting married, and she was like, "I'm gonna come." No, don't come the day before. You need to give your skin some time to come down. So you want to soothe the skin. So you use the cold hammer, it gets really cold, and it feels really good on inflamed skin. So that's good. And last but not least, you have, this is the oxygenated toner. And it just, you turn it on, it has a fine mist that goes on the face, you know, to give you that toner. One, it feels really good. It's very refreshing, very nice. And that is my hydrofacial. That is the hydrofacial machine. It was a great investment.
Yeah, I love it.
You love it? Have you had it? So you've had it before.
I've had it. We have one of those in the clinic. I'm coming to get it. And you actually got the newer one. It's much smaller. That old one was kind of big.
Okay.
Okay. You got the wand. What's the tell them about the wand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is called the high frequency wand. And I use this wand after, again, when you can use it for cell turnover, you know, to help for anti-aging, anti-wrinkles. And also I like to use it because the electrical current kills bacteria on the face. So after you do extractions, sometimes, and I tell people all the time, you wonder why you got a breakout. You may have one pimple, right? You're busted. Boom. I go over here. Ooh, here's another. Boom. What did you do with the bacteria from that one? You put it, and then you touch your face. You don't wash your hands. And now you got a breakout all over and you don't understand why. Well, because you spread bacteria on the face. So sometimes as I'm doing the facial, you know, I'm doing extractions. And as I'm doing those extractions, I might be spreading some bacteria on the face. So what I like to do is use this wand here to antibacterialize the face and make sure I kill all that bacteria on the face before we complete during our facial, before we go on to the next phase. And always makes the skin look so dewy. It gives it a nice glow. It looks really good, and it kills bacteria, even inside of the pimples. It'll kill the bacteria.
That one right there and that facelift thing, those are my favorites.
It's two of my favorites too.
Yeah.
I enjoy them. And then we have the gua sha.
Yep.
So I use this one right here. This is called the gua sha tool. I'm actually going to start selling these because a lot of people ask me about this tool. And what it does is lymphatic drainage. You have lymphatic points in your face. What does lymphatic? They hold bacteria, they hold toxins. And so you want to move those toxins. Sometimes your face, you wake up in the morning and your face is bloated. Puffy. So you can take this and go along those lines and remove, you're going to move that lymphatic fluid. You're moving it and you're pulling it down to your lymphatic drainage point. So I love to use this tool for the lymphatic drainage massage. I use it for lymphatic drainage massage. And the same thing you can use with the rose quartz roller. The rose quartz roller does the same, you know. This you can put it in the refrigerator and it stays cold longer, you know, than the other. And it has the two ends. It's a smaller end, which you can use across your eyes. Your eyes get puffy, like my eyes get puffy. It's the end of the day. And I was working today, honey, so I got some puffs. So, you know, help you look rejuvenated.
That lymphatic fluid around.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, those are a couple of the tools that I use in my facials when I'm doing facials, and all of them are customized. So it's based upon what you need when you come in. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm sorry.
No, I was going to ask what your process is. You come in and we would get like if I came to you and you give me a consultation and then make a recommendation on what it is needs to be done.
Yeah. So sometimes people, I see them and they'll say, what kind of facial do you think I should get? You know, and mostly I tell everybody, start with the signature facial, because the signature facial is an initial, like introductory facial where I use general products that are good for all skin types. And then I can see how your skin is going to react to that product, how you tolerate it. And I get to learn about you. Don't take me long. One time I can learn about your skin pretty much what I'm dealing with. And then after that treatment, I'll say, okay, for your next visit, I think that you should book this facial. Maybe you need a deep pore cleansing facial, or maybe you need the hydrofacial because your skin is dry. You understand what I mean? So the first one, I'll say just book the signature facial. It's our introductory facial. And then that allows me to learn your skin and the best treatment options for that, for your skin.
Mhm.
Some people come in, they have beautiful skin.
Mhm.
A lot of my clients have beautiful skin, and they just need that refresh,
Yes.
on a regular basis, just to make,
Yeah.
pop. We have the best diet,
Mhm.
and when we follow it, and if we think proper and we eat proper and we exercise, the Muslims have the most beautiful skin. So we should be showing that vibrancy all the time.
That's exactly right. You know what I found? If I spend a couple hours reading the Holy Quran, my skin changes.
Wow. Yeah.
And I can sometimes if I'm feeling a little dull, I'm like, oh, let me go to the book.
Absolutely. Light, life, and wisdom. It brings life to you. So when you bring that light, you're gonna get that light, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yes, ma'am. So those are some of the modalities that I use when people come in. Oh, I have one more, and this is the eye
Mm.
massager. And like I told you, this one is primarily used. I use on my male clients because, I'm a Muslim woman. So I don't do like chest massages, the décolleté massages on men. But,
Yes.
I will use the eye massager. And it's actually, and my female clients get it also. But it has the eyes here. You see those metal parts? They get
Mhm.
or they get cold, or they fluctuate in between. And in
Mhm.
massages, it's for people who have migraine. I had a couple clients who had allergies really bad in the summertime, and one
Yeah.
of her eyes would get so puffy and swollen. I was like, what can I get for her? And I found this eye massager, and I got it, and it just soothes her eyes, the cool,
Mm.
and then massage her head at the same time. So it was bringing that microcirculation, bringing the blood into the area, and also soothing at the same time. So this is one of the add-on treatments that I have that is very
Mhm.
interesting and nice.
Yeah, relieve some of that tension.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I see Brother Randall in here, your husband. He's like, yep, I know he liked that eye massager.
He gets them all. He bought his own to have at home.
Oh,
I said, oh, wow. Okay.
so Kacia, I have up here your email address. Is that how people should reach you if they want to get your services?
So the best way to reach me, that is my email address. And if you email me at that address, I will direct you to my website.
Okay, what's the website?
So the website is Kacia Muhammad, the number 1, at glossgenius.com. That's GLOSS genius, GENIUS.com. No, it's Kacia Muhammad 1 dot glossgenius.com.
I'm just going to ask you, is it dot? Yeah.
It's dot glossgenius.com.
Okay. And where are you located? Are you mobile or will people you want them to come to a facility?
Yes, I have a suite that's set up, and I'm in Flossmoor. And,
Mm-hmm.
people are invited to come. I'm right off of Kedzie and Governor's Highway. It seems far for
Oh,
some.
I'm going to make an appointment. Don't worry, because I try to get a facial once a month, but since I've been here in Chicago, I haven't been as regular as I would like, just because it takes a while to find someone that loves skincare the way you do. Some people just kind of go through the motions.
Mhm.
And I don't mind traveling and driving. I used to go to this place in Bethesda, Maryland, and get my facials. And so I didn't necessarily get them at my own space just because I wanted to be able to relax. And what I found myself doing was, if it was my staff, I was like, okay, what's she doing? She ain't doing, you know what I mean?
You're not doing that right.
Like, what is she doing? I'm like, oh God. Then they be nervous because they like, okay, this is the big boss and she get in the face. So then they be dropping stuff. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna let them off the hook. I'm not gonna keep going.
No, I understand that. I definitely understand. And they say in business, you have to find your niche. What is it that, you can go anywhere and get a good facial. But for me, and being a member of the nation, we learn hospitality. We learn true care for people. And when you come to my spa, when you come to my suite, I want you to feel like you are the most important thing in my life right now because
Yes.
you are. You know, I want you to feel cared for. I want you to feel that you're getting attention and that you know, the care that I give is very important to me. So I'm very hospitable and I want you to relax. Like I have some clients I have one who she comes every time she comes faithfully every 3 weeks. And every time she comes, she goes, I'm coming to Jamaica. I'm going to the Jamaican spa.
Right.
My Jamaican trip, you know, and she goes to
Yeah.
sleep. She gets her treatments and she goes to sleep and she just enjoy. When I hear them snore, they say, sorry, Kacia, I might snore. Do that. That means I'm doing my job well.
You know, every good esthetician says that. They say, you know what? It's an honor if you fall asleep and start snoring.
Absolutely. That means I'm doing my job well. And then you wake up and you say, oh my God, I love the way I look. That's the blessing in it.
And so you do eyebrows as well?
I do. I started doing eyebrows. I mean, of course, you learned it in school, but I was like, I don't want to do that. And then I said, okay. I took a class on brow tinting and lamination and mapping, and I started to love it. So now I do brows, you know, and I try to, you know, offer more natural looking, you know, because a lot of people they like it, but I've had some who come like, I just don't want them to look big and bold, and you know, I try to get colors that are complementary, very natural looking, and you know, make my clients look naturally, you know, not
naturally beautiful,
naturally beautiful, and not to look too made up. So yeah, I do brow tinting, I do brow waxing and shaping, and yeah, I love it. I love making people feel good about themselves.
And you know what I found, Sister Kacia, is people will pay for an experience.
Yes.
So it's the facial and all that, but really what you're doing is you're coming to Kacia for an experience.
Absolutely.
And that experience people will pay for over and over again.
Yes. I found that to be true. And I always tell I have in one class, she says, every time I come, I have a facial experience. I have a facial.
Your facial. No, I like that. You might need to trademark that.
You know what? Yeah, facial.
Yeah, maybe that's your skincare line or something. What's in the future for Skincere? I like that too. What's the future? What are you planning?
So for the future, I am planning on starting a line. I would love to do a line of skincare products and as well as accessories like the washer, you know, just to help us to be able, because so much, you can come to me once a month, right? That's once every 30 days, but there's 29 days in between where the skin has to be maintained. I tell all my clients, 80% of your product productivity is going to come from what you do at home. So I want to arm my clients with good products, with good ingredients that are effective at the same time. So right now I've been in business for about a year, and I'm going to give myself another 2 to 3 years to be able to formulate the proper products. But right now I'm focusing on my business, but for the future, it's going to be the Soul Skincere line, skincare line. And perhaps, you know, right now I'm in a spot where I work with 2 nail techs, Neo Soul and the Nail Box, and they're awesome MGT. And we just have a great chemistry there, and we work very well together. And, you know, I love them. They're my sisters. And so right now, comfortable where I am. But of course, if you want to grow, you have to step outside of your comfort zone. So, and the sister who allowed me to come into the spot, Sister Jania, she's one of those people who love to push you out. Like, go do something else. Don't stay here with me. All right, I gave you a start, so go, you know. So
we're going to sit down, Kacia, because I definitely have some plans, and in my immediate plan is my medical spa, and I would love to sit down and talk to you about that, and even the products. Do you sell any retail products right now?
Right now, I retail Skincere products. I do retail those. I love Skincere. I love Skincere. I think it's a great product. It's lots of fun.
Okay. And then how much I'm sorry if I'm asking a lot of questions. How much do they help you with marketing?
None.
Okay. So we can talk about that because I do know some vendors. Like, do you know PCA?
No. I've heard of PCA, but I'm not very familiar with those products. So those
PC
medical grade products?
PCA is a medical grade product, and they will help with marketing.
Really?
So when you sell their products, they will market you and they will come in and do certain things for you. So we can talk about that.
Okay.
And anything I can help you, and anything in my Rolodex that I can say, oh, Kacia can use this. When we sit down, I'll bring my laptop and I'll go through, and anybody I can introduce you to or put you in their database, so you're getting free products. And sometimes with some of the equipment and things like that, they'll give you the equipment for free if you use their products and things like that. So
yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm definitely interested in the medical spa.
yes.
Definitely interested in the medical spa. I have one place where I go called Global Skin Inc., where I go and I get like medical grade products that I can use with my clients. And that is something that I use in my spa, but I don't retail those products as of yet.
Okay. That's all right. We're gonna get there. But listen, we got this. This is Allah put this together. I've been working on, so when I did a graduate dissertation, this is back in 2000, I did it on a spa that I wanted to do, a medical spa, right? And then I said, I need to learn more about the industry. And then when I became a Massage Envy franchisee, I didn't really necessarily like it, but I wanted to learn. I wanted to learn how to standardize the back office piece of it, but I didn't want the front office to be so standardized. I wanted it to be someone like you who is really spiritually connected to the client and the skin and all of that. And I never really necessarily got that at Massage Envy because that's just not their brand.
Yeah,
you know, but what I did learn was just how to create the right kind of margins and how to access the right kind of medical grade vendors so that we can make extra money. Because most of the time people get a look, they want to take it home with them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And that's what.
And then those gift boxes and stuff, like usually by this time of the year, I'm rocking and rolling with the little gift boxes and stuff of skincare. So I'll connect you with all of that. And I am just so grateful. You don't even know how happy I was when I saw that it was you doing it, because I was reminded of, and I keep saying this over and over again, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told me 3 years ago when I first started with Sajda House, he said, don't worry about where your help is going to come from. Just work on yourself. He said it to me again a few weeks ago. Work on yourself, work on your ideas, keep working on self. And so when I wrote down that, I said, well, this is my next thing, this medical spa. And when I saw you, I said, look at you, Allah showing out. So I said, and it's my baby Kacia too.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's right. And that's what I try to do, Sister Wendy, is just work, because sometimes, and I know, when you're building business, this is my first time stepping out on my own, doing my own thing, and just the trials and the things that come up that make you say, maybe I should just go back to being an administrator and getting me a job.
No, you need a support network, and I'm here for you.
And that's why I said, no, I won't give up. I won't give up on myself. I won't give up on my dream and what I know that I can do this.
Yeah, no, you have a support network. You can call me anytime.
Thank you.
You got somebody who loves you and who got love for you that's been in this industry. So you can call me anytime. Sometimes what happens in business, Sister Kacia, is that you just get lonely. It's really just that simple, because you may not have a circle of people who understands exactly where you're going, what you're going through.
Yeah. And I have to say it because I would feel bad if I didn't have a great support system. I have a great, but not so much knowledgeable in what I do, but business,
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Emotional, spiritual support is just off the chain. Encouragement, like, don't give up on yourself, Kacia, keep going. Okay, but where's the next stop? Okay. So then Allah will send me somebody like you. Allah will send me my instructors who still reach out to me, who still talk to me, that will say, well, what you been doing lately? What's going on with you? Do this, do that, and give guidance. So Allah is very merciful, and that's how come I know that I can be successful, because He always gives me what I need right when I need it. Like, bless me with you. I've seen your show, I've seen your work, I've seen the Sajda House, and I never thought that I would have an opportunity to be on your show. I never really thought. I'm lying. I did think about it. I did think one day, one day. And then, I never check my Instagram or TikTok inbox. I never do. But one day I did, and you were there asking me that if I wanted to be on your show. I was so happy and so honored, Sister Wendy. Sister Sasha, and I'm so grateful for you allowing me this opportunity today.
Yes, ma'am. Well, please give the family the greetings. Know that, listen, I love you, and my word is bond. We are going to work on this together. We'll sit down, because it takes a little time. We'll start planning and working it out. But the first thing I want to do is just give to you, because you and just your presence, you've given so much to me. So I want to give to you, and whatever's in my database, roll it. I'll bring it, and you can, whatever phone numbers, equipments, whatever I can do to help. I'm here. I want to see you be wildly successful. I'm vested.
I believe you, and I'm invested in yours too. So whatever I could do, as I grow, I don't forget. I can remember the person who gave me gifts from when I had my first child, and I was 31 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I remember, because I'm just grateful. So
no, I remember you when you were pregnant, Kacia. You were so sweet and so fragile and so tiny, and with a big old belly.
Yeah,
and I just was like, let me check on her.
Thank you. And I appreciate that. You never forget the person that holds your hand. That I was telling you, I'll never forget you as long as I live, until I die, because you were that one who nurtured me into the Nation of Islam, and making the biggest choice of my life, besides choosing my mate and who I would walk my journey of life with, was joining the Nation of Islam and being connected and knowing Master Fard Muhammad, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So I'll never forget you for that, and I'll be forever grateful to you and to Allah for giving me you to be that person, because that's what I needed.
No, thank you. We're going to be in touch. I think I have your number. I know I got your email. I have Randall's number, so I'll text him and tell him to text me your number.
Okay, and I'll ask him to give me yours also.
Okay, and we'll plan some time next week to get together.
I'm looking forward to it. And again, thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Sajda.
Yes, ma'am. Love you very much.
May Allah bless you. I love you too. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. All right, y'all see it. Y'all see what we do here. We are pushing our brothers and sisters to do for self, and offering support. I have been blessed to be doing business around the world, and if there's anything that's in me that I can give to my nation, to people, to Black people who are really striving to do for self, it means the world to me. Because I've been in business for so long, I know what it's like to just kind of be on your own. And as Sister Kacia mentioned, you have great people around you who love you, and you have great emotional support, but sometimes you need somebody who understands the vicissitudes of business with you. Okay, so let me shout y'all out in the chat here, because y'all been popping. I couldn't even keep up today. Let's see, who is this? We got New World Language Academy said, great interview. Sister Charlene said, all praises due to Allah. Yolak Brashew says, thank you, Sister Sajda. You are a beautiful treasure. Oh, how sweet. Sister Sandra D, beautiful build on Mo today. That's right. Okay, let's see who else we got. People saying thank you. Look at Brother Randall. That's Sister Kacia's husband saying, teach. Supreme Purpose says, so tiny. Yes, she was. Somebody said we were too beautiful. Sister Letha hit us with the bullseye. Let's see what else we got. She says, Sister Sajda came out of nowhere and blessed me. Look at that. Praise be to Allah. Flood gave us some hearts. You're like breast. That's absolute truth. Your business is about your soul's growth. This is what it looks like right in front of us. This is beautiful and inspiring. Listen, you all, we are powerful. We can be successful. We have the ability to do and be whatever it is that we want to be. We just have to do it. We have to start supporting one another. And I pray, inshallah, that I can lead by example. And one thing, if anybody knows anything about me, if you ever met me now or 30 years ago, you will know that I'm consistent. And I don't give up. So we're going to keep pushing. We're going to build this Muslim economy. We're going to have Muslim millionaires and billionaires that are doing business with one another and supporting the type of lifestyle and community that we all desire and we deserve. So thank you all. Thank you, everyone. I see everyone there. Let me put Sister Kacia's website up here again so that you all can make sure that you support her. Okay, she's also on social media at Skincere. Let me see, Skincere Esthetics. And let me see, what did I do with her email address? Y'all popping in this chat. I don't even know what I did with it. If somebody has her email address, put it in there. I know I'll find it, but y'all are really active. Sister Kacia she's such a beautiful person. She has just inspired everyone to be active and very interactive. I can't even find it. So somebody put it, while I give you all these last few announcements, put Sister Kacia's website in the chat. I think it's Kacia Muhammad .glow something. So somebody go and find it and just cut and paste and put it there so we can put it up as we go off. Okay. Get your facials, brothers and sisters, especially sisters. It's such a beautiful way. We're not really into makeup like that in the nation. So you want your skin to be beautiful and clean. You want to clean off you want to exfoliate, you want to tone it up so that you don't have to be wearing makeup. And me, I just put my eyeliner on and make sure my eyebrows are good, and you can just go with that. And I'm a kind of person, I grew up with eczema, and I get breakouts and stuff, but the exfoliation really helps. So all right, so with that, Saturday we are on episode 13 of The Proper Handling of People. We've been going through each chapter, and this week we're on episode 13, so I encourage you to join me. You all know one of the things that I do, that I've been doing for years, is infusing our teachings into the policies and procedures of my businesses. And so I want to show you all how proper handling of people can become part of our policies, our procedures, our communication strategy, our human resources strategy as we're building. Okay, Brother Randall, what you got here? So Skincere Esthetics. Okay. So if you go to that social media site, she has a link there, and you'll be able to book your facials. She had an actual one. She'll just direct you there, but you can go to her social media. That's okay too, because she's so cute. She got cute videos and stuff, so she'll put those up there. Anyway, so Saturday is Proper Handling of People, episode 13. I'm not sure who we have on next Thursday. Y'all know how I do. If we don't have anybody on next Thursday, I'll talk about some business principle that we know we need to talk about. And as you see, scrolling across the bottom here is our special Savior's Day sale at sajdahouse.com. If you use the discount code SD24, you'll get 24% off of all products, including the commemorative Elijah coin. To donate, all you got to do is Cash App, put some dip on that chip, Cash App, Sajda Enterprises, or SajdaHouseDonations.com. Okay, and with that, family, may Allah bless each and every one of you. Don't click off right away. I got a commercial I want y'all to see. And we'll catch you all Saturday, inshallah. All right, peace and blessings.